We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Murray. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Snap comes to Murray at 1. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
That's taken it around the 40. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. 2-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th
and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Texans' 41-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing now is Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Houston.
From the gun, Murray. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Complete to
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
The 10-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Browns 7, Texans nothing.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Now Elliott looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Made by Jalen.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Murray now, third and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That's a nice run right there. Able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Browns add on to their lead. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Texans 3.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Here's Murray from midfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Operating from the gun, Murray. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
brings up second and goal.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
The 2-yard line.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They're going for it. It's Murray. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. They're going to get a brief pause in the action for an injured player, and I believe, yes, that is J.K. Dobbins, the running back. He's down after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brandon Ayuk, 95 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Myers connects on the PAT, and a route is on here in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's
they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
10.
Second and 10 now from the 27. He's going to try and go deep again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Let's see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Hey, man.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
49-yard line.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down.
1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again. Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On play action, they'll throw. And That's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Texans 3. Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Murray. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And he'll give it here to his running back.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material.
They'll drop to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
7-yard line.
The Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. As they run the counter play. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
The ball carrier.
The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray, he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check the backer, check the backer. 79 Bronco.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Throwing on first down is Murray.
Man open is board. It's complete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And the Texans first down.
To throw, it's Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. From the gun, Murray. Right side caught by Jackson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Third down.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in 32-yard line here and brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
But it brings up fourth down.
Running with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Yards to go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
On the play. And the Texans first down.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
Murray now. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great